Hello, Blizzard fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Blizzard upload. This is a game between Rhett and StarDust on Coda, the latter edition. This is from the Round of 16 Best of 3 series in WCS 2015 that wrapped up a few weeks ago. And this is Coda, the latter edition. In the top left of the map, we have the blue Protoss player. It is StarDust. Woo! Let's get that centered a little bit. And in the bottom right of Coda, the latter edition, we have the red Zerg player. It is Rhett. Rhett has been around for a long time. I mean, he was around in the early days of Starcraft 2. His career might actually extend into Brood War, but I'm not entirely sure on that one. But regardless, he is a Zerg player that has been around the block 2 or 3 times. Has taught every Zerg player who's watched him a thing or two. And again, very impressive with his micro, with his macro, with his decision making. And we will see how he fares today against StarDust, the blue Protoss player, a favorite among Protoss players these days in the StarCraft 2 community. He's just very fun, has some very standard and strong builds against Zerg especially. Can really make Zerg struggle, keep them on the back foot, keep that army on the front door where you want it to be as the Protoss player. And you will likely come on out ahead. So, Heart of the Swarm replay again. I go back and forth between casting Legacy of the Void and Heart of the Swarm, and it turns out it is a little bit more difficult than you would think, just because Heart of the Swarm is so slow in this early game. But I have heard some complaints. People don't like it when I speed up the first of the cast too much. So I'm actually going to try to keep this alive in the early game by myself, solo casting, and see how interesting we can make it. So this is Coda. It's an interesting map just because you have the Xel'Naga Watchtower in the middle. It's a 2-player map, so anybody that sends units across on the shortest distance between 2 points, which is a straight line from here down to here, is going to walk past the Xel'Naga Watchtower. So if you hold it, it's a pretty good source of information. However, Speedlings doesn't cost them too much time to just run around this way up to the base. So this is not necessarily a deal breaker if you're trying to avoid that Xel'Naga Watchtower and the Protoss player holds it. At the same time, this is kind of a low ground. You notice there's a ramp here, there's a ramp here, there's a ramp here, and there's a ramp here. So it's kind of like an old gladiatorial pit from like Gladiator days, from ancient Rome. Gladiator is a great movie, right? Russell Crowe. I watched it for the first time probably like 2004. I don't know, 2003 maybe, but super long time ago. There are probably some people watching this who do not remember those days. Anyway, great movie. Check it out. It is rated R for a lot of violence, but super fun. Lots of great acting. I think Joaquin Phoenix is in it, so check that out at your local library or on Netflix or wherever you can get movies that are from 15 years ago. Regardless, we do have some Lings on the way for Rhett, and actually out, rather, a large number of Zerglings for this stage in the game. It is 6. These are not defensive Lings. These are possibly offensive Lings. Might actually try to deny this Nexus, but it was a gateway expand, so we're going to have a Zealot out. One Zealot can do pretty well to save a Nexus, at least buy time until the Mothership Core can show up and deal with the Ling infestation, but the Cybernetic Core is not actually finished yet. How many? 4 more Lings in production. 8 Lings, 12 Lings. Rhett is really going for it here. There we go. Chrono boosting out the Mothership Core. It knows that there are Lings on the way trying to take down this Nexus, and it is a race against time. Can these Lings kill this Nexus before the Mothership Core shows up to blast them in the head and kill them all? We are actually bringing a Zealot on the way, but we can't leave this unblocked. A couple Zealots, and yeah, the Mothership Core pops, is able to chase all of these Lings away, but more and more Lings on the way, and an expansion. Rhett is sacrificing a lot of drones. Look at this, it's 22 to 14 workers in favor of the Protoss player. 1,000,000 Lings, though. Holy shamoly, Rhett. Are you going to win this with a bunch of Lings or just possibly lose? Because, again, he is so behind on that drone count. It really needs to make this happen if he's going to win this game number 1. But here we come. Getting a full surround on that Nexus. Getting a surround on the Zealots. Is this enough Zerglings to do it with the Mothership Core overhead? I don't know. One Zealot goes down. Another Zealot might actually die. No, amazing micro. StarDust keeps it alive, but more Lings are coming across the map. I don't think we're even getting speed yet. Is speed on the way? Yes, actually we do have speed, rather. Did I miss that somehow? Either way, these are Speedlings. They are fairly fast. They have the wings. Again, trying to take down this Nexus, but I don't know if they have the DPS to do it. They do get a surround on that Zealot, but look at all the probes being pulled off the line. Probes do pretty well against the Lings that are trying to deal with getting into that base. And yeah, there we go. Amazing, amazing micro here from StarDust, using those probes to chase away the Lings, not losing too many of them. I don't think he's just lost 2 probes so far in this game. Coming in again is Rhett. Not quite sure where to attack, but we're going to go after this Nexus, after these probes, with the Mothership Core on the way. But again, running away once again. Photon Overcharge popping up is going to do a lot of damage against those Lings. I don't know, Rhett. I don't know if it's going to work for you, buddy. This space is up and nothing is happening. We are just making nothing but Speedlings. I try this strategy against Protoss players on the ladder when I play. It doesn't work super well, ladies and gentlemen. So if we can snipe down this Nexus, Rhett might actually be able to win this. But no, all of the Zerglings get cleaned up. And the Nexus is still alive with 388 hit points. It is in the orange, but it is very much definitely alive. The Lings are not. I think they're stuck outside now. Yeah, that is a full wall, especially with that sentry. Rhett. And that's it. Rhett calls the GG. I was just about to say he's so behind. But yeah, StarDust is victorious here in game number 1. Rhett went for the early Speedling harassment. Didn't quite pay off as much as he wanted it to. And StarDust, the victor today. So we'll move on to Game 2 on my channel tomorrow, but thank you so much for watching. This has been Falcon Paladin with yet another daily Blizzard upload. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you heard and what you saw today. You can also catch me on Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook, all /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, you take care of yourself.